OK then, we're all familiar with the Lance Armstrong story of recent. Now, the same doctor who is currently on trial, so please be careful about how you say things, was also treating tennis players. Do you think that tennis players doped to win tournaments?
I think our sport is a pretty clean sport at the end of the day. But when a doctor comes out and he says he's treated tennis players, and he's obviously in the Lance Armstrong situation, you know, you've got to see who are those tennis players. And Andy Murray actually came out this week and he publicly said, look, let's take away some of our prize money and put it into blood testing so we can catch people who aren't behaving properly in our sports field. And hopefully we don't have that many. So I'd like that doctor to come out publicly and say who he has treated.
So before that doctor was linked, okay, this doctor did the Lance Armstrong thing and he's treated tennis players. Was there anything during your day of tennis that you were thinking, well, wait a minute, you know...
He doesn't sweat.
Yeah, gosh, no, let's not, no. So was it only when this doctor was put on the pedestal connected with Lance Armstrong that you went, wait a minute, he's done tennis players, which means that maybe something has happened in tennis players?
Well, that's the question mark that is put in everybody's mind. So until we get the records, we don't know. But I always went to the perception that it was a gentleman's sport, you know, and basically everybody had an honor code. So I like to always assume the best, but in the reality of things, you know, we've all heard about what happened to Vijay Singh with that deer spray and all that stuff in golf, and that's got the same sort of tradition. So we quite like to know what the situation is.
Also, we must say as well that sometimes the doctors and medics that work with professional sportsmen, they do things that at the time are legal. They're just one step ahead of all the testing, the doping. Yeah. So at the time, it's not illegal. It's only afterwards somebody says, wait a minute, that's actually performance enhancing, so therefore we will ban it, and it's then known as, you know, doping.
Well, exactly. Until it's on the banned list, it's not known as doping, to be quite honest, as you say out there. But if I look at it, you know, with the new testing with the blood at the moment and the graph from the last 2 years, I think by putting that stuff into tennis, you can see if there's some irregularities there. And if there's irregularities, then something's going amiss and they're doing something they shouldn't be.
Are the people who test you a bit weird? It's a weird job, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a very weird job because, you know, you've just finished a match, they take you off the court and they say you've got drug testing, so you have this person who stands beside you when you're taking a shower and getting ready, and then after that, you have to go into the bathroom with them and they watch you take your sample and everything like that, and it's very bizarre.
It's even weirder when they do
conversation.
As I said, the random ones...
Well, they're looking at you while you're doing it, so it's kind of hard to know. So it's really difficult.
What about the random ones at your house?
A little bit of stage fright, that's right.
Who knocks on the door at your house and says, I've just come to watch you wee?
Yeah, well, that's what they do, because you have an out-of-competition time when, you know, there's the off-season 6 weeks of the year. They knock on your door, they come in and say, you know, here I am, here's my certificate and all that. And if you miss...
Do they warn you? They like text you saying,
no, they don't warn you. They can come out of the blue, because you have to give your time where you are during the day between, say, 9 and 5 in the day, and they can come anywhere, whether you're at work or wherever you are, to test you. So it's quite a good thing.
You really look at the certificate, really read it, you know, this could be a fake.
I hope not.
The weirdest fraudulent jobs out of our life.
Don't give Max ideas now.